Hello, everybody. This is Don Markland with Accountability Now, and welcome to the Morning Jolt, where we give you small tidbits of data, information, and inspiration to make better decisions today. This is a tactical podcast about making today better today. And this is a really special day because today I'm celebrating the 2-year anniversary of my small little coaching company, Accountability Now. Right? Here I am alone in Accountability Now studios. If you were here with me, you'd see I am in an upstairs closet with egg mattress on the wall, with an incredible and expensive podcast mic and a little boom mic here. But that's what starting up a business is all about. And here we are celebrating 2 years. And I want to tell you the story of how this all started. You see, 2 years ago, and actually it was a little more than 2 years ago, I knew I wanted to get into coaching. You see, Forbes was so kind to bring me on as a contributor, and they were kind enough to publish my program, The 4 C's of Accountability. And if you don't know what that is, go to my website, accountabilitynow.net. You can get your own ebook on it for free. And the 4 C's of Accountability, right, that's a program I personally follow, and so do thousands of others all over the world. And it's how I run my business, and it's how I run my program, and I teach others to do that. And I knew with that I wanted to get into business coaching. And so I started to look for clients. And my very first client that I started to work with, I didn't know anything about the business. I didn't know how much to charge. I did very little market research. And I found a client. We started to have some calls together, and I negotiated price. And even though I was a student of Grant Cardone and I had done all this things about negotiating and sales, all I wanted to do was land that first client. And so I negotiated for 8 calls a month, so it'd be 2 calls a week, plus unlimited interactions in between, which I call the Netflix of coaching, which I still do to this day. I charged $91 a month. And that for that $91 a month and those 8 calls, that worked out to about, if you're doing the math really quickly, it was about $11 an hour, a little more than $11 an hour. My son gets about that same rate right now. My son is 16 years old. Now, I didn't even think in my head about, is this scalable or anything? I was just super thrilled to land my first coaching client. And I did a lot of great work for this client. I helped them scale their business. And in about 3 months, they grew significantly. Of course they did. They were working with the greatest business coach in the history of the world. That's me. And their numbers went up. And they gave me a great positive testimonial, and it led to some other successes. And I was soon able to parlay that into other clients. In fact, my second client was significantly a higher bill rate. I realized it wasn't scalable very quickly. But the point was, even though that one first model wasn't scalable, I stayed at it. I kept fighting. I kept figuring things out. I adjusted. I learned. As I like to say, I built the airplane while I flew. And I had a lot of clients over the years. I had some that I struggled with. I had some that I failed. I had some that I actually fired. I had a client that I worked with that didn't want to listen to what I said. They didn't want to take my advice. They always wanted to argue with me. They were very negative. So finally I said, hey, I know you want to pay me, but this isn't working out. I think you need to work with somebody different. And even though they wanted to pay me a lot of money, it wasn't worth my time. And so I let them go. And over the 2 years, I was trying to tally this up. I've helped over 50 individuals and small business owners. I've spent thousands of hours of coaching, provided over 100 hours of sales training, serviced in 6 different countries, published an ebook on Amazon that's available now, started the Morning Jolt podcast, which grows subscribers every single week, which is the #1 podcast being broadcast from Accountability Now Studios. I've published over 15 articles on Forbes. I've published 2 articles on LDS Living and other publications. Was a featured executive and entrepreneur for accomplishments and writing from Forbes. I've started 4 strategic partnerships with this business and helped generate more than $5 million in revenue for the Accountability Now clients. Over $5 million in 2 years. And I've had 2 logos in 2 years. That's a pretty cool accomplishment. And currently, Accountability Now has 22 clients active. It's very more than that one client so long ago in 5 different countries. And I love this, that $91 2 years ago, we are now more than 500 times more than that $91 run rate that we were. It's a big accomplishment. And here's the thing I want you all, this is not about bragging. It's trying to say that if you want to do this, you can too. One of the best things that I did, number one, was I hired a coach and I worked with a coach. And they've helped me shape my ideas, push myself, hold me accountable. You should do the same thing. Okay? Secondly, I follow a system. I use the 4 C's of accountability every single day. Every day. I also don't just coach. I have my main business that I work in, 411 Locals. They take up a lot of my time, but they're doing very well, and I continue to focus all of my time there and work on my business. And those 2 things together help me thrive, gives me so much to do. You can do these same things. You can grow your coaching business. You can be extremely successful, but you've got to hire a coach. You've got to follow a system, and you've got to be busy. You've got to be active. What comes next? A lot of people are asking me that. Well, I've just finished my book. I've got a new book coming out. It'll be out sometime, I think, over the next year. I'm working with an agent now, or working with agents right now to get it published. And my company that I'm with, 411, continues to thrive. We just finished our 3rd progressive month of the biggest month we've ever had. So that's more exciting. So many things we're working on. I got a couple of new strategic partnerships we're finalizing. I just can't even begin to talk about it. But I just right now want to celebrate 2 years. Thanks so many people for helping us get to this point and so much going forward. And I look forward to many more years to come. If you want more content, first, leave a review, like, and subscribe on Apple and Spotify. Please, those 5-star reviews go so far. Secondly, follow me on Forbes, Twitter, @Don Markland, or Instagram, executivecoach.don. You can go to my website, accountabilitynow.net. Or, as always, my company, the greatest digital marketing company in the world, 411 Locals. And, folks, this is your Morning Jolt.